Welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. We've got the UConn Huskies taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And there's nothing better than college hoops, if you ask me. Where else can you hear the roar of the student section in a tightly packed building like this one? Always great to feel the energy of the campus.
And you know, Greg, this is where it all begins for a lot of these players. The experiences they'll have, the teaching they'll receive in the game of basketball. I don't think there's any substitute for going through a college season and dealing with the adversity, the highs and lows, and learning how to play basketball at this high level. These kids certainly will be the stars of tomorrow.
On the floor for UConn, we've got Keefe, and it's Joseph in at the small forward position. Day dishes to Splitter. Inside, Day kicks to Martin. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, it's not easy being tagged the top high school prospect, as Prez was early on for his class. But you have to give him credit for taking the honor in stride and keeping his feet on the ground while his head was in the sky.
Yeah, and I think what keeps Prez grounded about being that top recruit is that he knows it means nothing if he doesn't continue to grow and perform at the next level. A lot of players will think they've made it when they get that accolade, but Prez knows it's just the beginning.
Jayhawks leading by 9. Thornton in at point guard. He's out there with Alabaster, and it's Gaines in at the 5 down low. Here's Thornton, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Thornton's got his first basket of the night.
Stellar concentration from Prez, making these tough finishes look way too easy.
And for the Huskies, they've got Martin, also Pierce out there, and it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Joseph. Banked in off the glass.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Thornton passes to Alabaster. He kicks to Frazier. 13 feet away. McGuire with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the Jayhawks making a change here. Edmonds checked in. Huskies shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw good, Joseph. Jayhawks leading by 6.
And one reason why Prez jumped to the top of the prospect list is because he had a great coach during high school. Coach Washington Falls gave him incredibly sound fundamentals, and it's allowed Prez to have a strong base with how he plays.
And not only did Coach Falls help him with his foundation as a player, but he also provided tremendous insight and advice into the world of basketball and the world that's around us in basketball. So I think Prez owes an awful lot to Coach Falls for the player he's become.
And I think a lot of us expected Prez to put on a show in this one, but I don't think many saw this coming. What a dominating first half it has been for the budding star.
Well, it's games like this that have fueled the hype machine around Prez. I mean, the numbers tell some of the story, but when you see it for yourself, what he's doing out there, you see how special this player is.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Jayhawks. Duncan comes in for Alabaster. And then for the Huskies. Splitter's checked in, and it's Reed in for Joseph. Howard. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And the wide open shot from Duncan. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. Moves back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it's admirable when you look at Prez, a selfless superstar with incredible potential. I think he's got a chance to be one of the all-time greats.
The Jayhawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. UConn trails by 9. Has to Reed to the inside. Here's Howard. Can't get it to fall.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the basket by Thornton.
That's how you shoot from mid-range. Prez just nailing the shot with ease.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Single bonus situation in effect. So we'll head to the line for the first of the 1-and-1 opportunity. Huskies shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. And no good this time on the 1-and-1. Jayhawks leading by 11.
A lot of times you'll see a star player out of high school come in and only look to score when they get the ball. Prez is different in that regard. He knows the value of strong team play and is always willing to put the team first.
And Greg, we've seen a number of players that say they have a team-first mentality, but the old saying is true. Actions speak louder than words. From what I understand about Prez, he'll demand a lot of his teammates, and as far as mental focus, he won't let them slide at all.
Day kicks to Splitter. To end the run. That one misses. And so we wrap. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And the game isn't neck and neck by any means, but one quick run, and we could be right back where we started.
And, you know, Prez is looking to keep his team focused so they can hold on to this lead and close the game out and get this W. I mean, I imagine he'll continue to assert his will in the second half of this ball game.
Thornton, he's in at the point. He's out there with Alabaster, and it's Gaines in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Huskies, we've got Keefe, and it's Joseph in at the small forward. Here is Day. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Yeah, and they basically backed away. Maybe the defense afraid of picking up a foul.
Jayhawks leading by 8. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Frazier outside. Back to Thornton. Over to the wing. Duncan kicks to Thornton. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Thornton's got 11.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy has it all.
Thornton, he's in a point guard. Also Duncan out there. Frazier is out there with Diallo. And it's Deadman at the 4. And stolen by Thornton.
When you talk about Prez, one thing that I think you need to keep in mind is that he epitomizes what it means to be a student athlete. I mean, never takes shortcuts in the classroom and is a very dedicated student off the court. Love to see that.
Yeah, and just talking to Prez for a few minutes, and you'll see how seriously he takes his academics, not just for himself, but for everyone in his life. And the fact he values that education speaks also, I believe, to his character.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Pass to Splitter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And a wide open look for Thornton. Keefe grabs the miss. UConn trails by 11. Feeds it to Day. Now here's Splitter. Defense right on him. Tries again. and it's good on the layup.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Here's Gordon, and it's slammed in by Gordon.
Speed on display to the basket from Prez. Looking like he wants to rip the rim off with that jam.
Up in the screen. High, arcing shot, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Grant Alabaster. He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. The Huskies making a switch here. Joseph's checked in, and he makes both free throws. 1:46 left to play here in the second half. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Look at the heart from Prez attacking the defense on the drive, making it look very simple. There have been a lot of point guards, great point guards, that have just dominated at the collegiate level. And I think Prez could be the best of them all.
And Prez understands what it takes to keep offense effortless for his team, creating chances for others or taking over himself when it's called on. And something that comes as second nature to Prez and is really rare to see at that point guard position at his age.
Nice shot by Terry. And Kansas leads by 11. Here is Day. On the screen. And the pass to Keefe. Ball's knocked loose. Out left to the wing. Martin the pass to Keefe. So the wing on the left. And Joseph kicks to Splitter. Just 4 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's the first that brings them to within 10. The Huskies making a switch here. And Splitter drops them both. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other.
Lee's checked in for the Jayhawks. And so the Jayhawks take the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to